peanut butter jars, My Fair Lady, Fire, and Aura, and we're drinking White Ladies.
Yeah, White
so
Ladies, good.
I won't sing for you, but here are the flowers. Morning. It's Barbara. It is Wednesday, December 30th. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Good riddance to 2020. I'm looking forward to 2021, although I do understand it's not going to look so different in the beginning than the end of 2020 looked, but still, it will be nice to get past it and get going. I have to go out and about a little bit today. I have errands to run. One thing I have to do is I have to get brand new pure white underwear. I have a friend who is Brazilian and told me over 30 years ago that in Brazil you have to wear brand new pure white underwear on New Year's Eve to bring good luck to the new year. So we have been doing that ever since. In years past, I have bought like a package of 6 pairs of white underwear and tucked them in my drawer, and every year I pull out a new one. But I don't have any one. I used the last one for 2020, and I think it lost its mojo or something, so I'm getting fresh, brand new underwear for today. Dennis is all set. Aura's all set. Kristi, Rich, do you guys have your underwear? Gotta do what we can. Apparently there was not enough brand new pure white underwear worn last New Year's Eve, and look what happened. So, do our part. So I have to go shopping today. I pick up a couple of other things, odds and ends, see what's what, you know, that kind of thing. Get out of the house a little bit. So that's my plan for this morning. We had a lovely evening with Aura last night. I took the tiniest little video. I'll put it in the beginning. But we watched My Fair Lady. That dress she wears to the embassy ball is the most beautiful dress in the world. I've always wanted a copy of that dress. Just saying. Absolutely stunning. And always has been my favorite dress. I guess I was very impressionable in 1964 when I was 10 and it came out, because I cannot remember a time when I didn't think that was the most beautiful dress in the world and that I didn't want to wear it, because I do. So that was fun. Or I got more lessons on her phone. See how that works out. And that was that. I woke up in the middle of the night and went back to sleep. I was busy thinking about my colors for my temperature library. So I will be working on setting up my temperature library today, because I'm gonna try the embroidered version, so I have to transfer the pattern onto my fabric. So I'm gonna do that. And Kristi gave me some carbon paper that I will use and see how that goes. I wonder how long that lasts, because I wonder if it makes sense for me to transfer the December shelf on now, or will it rub off by December? I don't even know. Kristi uses a embroidery hoop. I do cross-stitch sewing style freehand, but I don't think you can do that necessarily with embroidery. I think you need the stretching. So I will. I have embroidery hoops somewhere. I will make sure that I use that. I got good needles, so I'm all set with the needle in the needle department. I have beautiful threads, and so I should be good to go. My plan is to use the flosses that I have. I have lots of beautiful flosses from my Advent this year, plus I had floss, lots and lots of floss already. So I'll use some combination of the DeevaaS yarns, I couldn't think of the name of it, the DeevaaS yarns and DMC and any other thing that I have. And I'll start getting set up. Mary Beth of the Crafty Toads is going to do one too, so that'll be fun. I think she's doing the cross stitch one. But I need to go through and think about my colors. I want all the colors represented somehow, so I have to sit down and make a chart, do some figuring, figure out, actually do a little research on my temperatures, what my high temperatures are, and then go from there. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to do a little planning, a little out and abouting. Do my best to ensure a lucky 2021. It's a little dreary today. It's overcast. It was chilly yesterday. Very, very chilly. I don't know what our high was. Maybe 34, but it was quite windy. I will see what the prediction is for Thursday, so I make sure that I have some color prepared. I could have a lot of beige. There was a lot of beige in the wool. I mean, lots of neutrals in the wool. Oh, excuse me, but the silks are nice and colorful. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Mary Beth was saying she was going to pick like a color range. Like the 50s would be yellows, and then, you know, how maybe 2 or 3 different yellows or something like that. So I have to think about it. But I would like a colorful bookshelf, although, you know you're going to get summer. I don't know where my printout is of my bookshelf. But it apparently is not handy here. This is the one she mailed me, but this one doesn't have the Viking ship here. But on hers, this whole part was all yellows and oranges because that was the summer, right? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. This was like very orangey and yellowy. So I do want to think about, do want to think about my colors and that sort of thing. But I woke up thinking about embroidery. Thinking about how I need to practice some embroidery. So that's what I'm doing today. Organizing my colors and thinking about embroidery and practicing and trying to transfer. So I'm going to be ready come Thursday, because Thursday will be the first official day I can put anything on it once I see what the high of the day is. So I guess I wonder, do you always embroider a day behind? Yesterday. I'm doing yesterday. Yesterday's high was 32, something like that. So that's what I'm thinking about doing today, but I have been working on my wrap. I am finding that I'm really enjoying that double knitting. It is not a fast, it doesn't feel very fast because you're doing every row twice, it feels like. But, yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. So, it seems to be soothing me. I do need to take a look up a good afterthought heel pattern and maybe put some heels in those socks so I can finish up those socks. Maybe that should be my New Year's Eve resolution, to get those heels in my striped Felici socks so I can just finish them. And then I'll have a new pair of socks for this winter. I did not have a new pair of socks last winter. I did not make socks. I haven't really finished a pair of socks in 2 years. So maybe I'll do that. My plan for today and tomorrow is to get my library organized and put some heels in those socks. We invited Ora to come over on New Year's Eve. We don't know if she will. She wouldn't stay till midnight anyway, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think Dennis wants to drive her back at midnight. But in case she wanted to ring out the old year with us or ring in the new year. We don't do anything. We don't do anything special on New Year's Day at all, ever. We don't have a special meal, or we don't watch football or anything like that, you know, so we don't have any of the New Year's rituals that seem to have accumulated. None of them. None of them are in our repertoire. Brand new pure white underwear and champagne on New Year's Eve. That's it. And then we start our slate fresh. 2021. I'll give you my hints from Heloise, which nobody needs anymore, but worked really well for years and years. Hints from Heloise used to be a monthly article like in Good Housekeeping or something like that, and I forget who Heloise was, but her daughter ended up taking over her articles, and so hints from Heloise were in some lady's magazine forever. You've probably heard of her if you're my age. A little bit like Dear Abby. But Hints from Heloise was sort of household hints and that kind of thing that we housewives need. But one hint from Heloise that stuck with me was for people who write checks, which we don't do anymore, but for people who write checks, in your first book of checks, on January 1st, go through and write the new year on all the checks in your whole stack, because by the time you get to the end of your stack, you will remember that it's the new year and you won't write the wrong year on your checks. So if you're a check writer and you carry a checkbook, go do that. Put 21, 21, 21 on all the checks. By the time you get to the end, you won't forget. But I don't carry a checkbook anymore. But I do have a check I have to write and send to Kristi. I didn't send it yet. It's coming. I don't know if her package is coming. It still shows no updates. I'm pretty disappointed. So, anyway. I don't know if my Christmas card got to my dad. He hadn't gotten my card. I'm incommunicado. I did get a lovely Christmas card from my friend Linda yesterday. She's the one who does watercolor, and it was a martini glass with a peppermint swizzle stick. It was very cute for my Christmas card. It was lovely. Anyway, I guess I'm rambling again, so I will say goodbye. I have to, like I said, I'm going to go out and about, and then I'm going to come back and organize myself. Get a little organized. Be ready for the temperature on January 1st. And I've been thinking about it because I woke up like at, 4:30 and couldn't get back to sleep after that for thinking about it. So I guess I better do it, get it off my mind, and do those heels. So I'll have a new pair of socks in my drawer for next year. That would be good, and maybe that would be enough to get me going. I do have a pair of socks that I'm in the middle of the heel. I'm doing the Vanilla is the New Black heel, which I really like, that heel. So maybe I'll sit down and figure out where the heck I am in the middle of that heel and finish those socks too. That would be a nice way to start the new year, with 2 new pairs of socks. That's my plan. I don't know about that second pair, but the first pair maybe. Anyway, so I will say goodbye. Do you have any New Year's rituals? Is it all about football, tailgating, and lentil soup? Some people have pork, ham on New Year's Day because pigs only root forward, and so you go forward into the future. Lentil soup is famous for this time of the year. I'm not sure why, but back in the day when we ate lentils, we sometimes had lentil soup. So, anyway, I don't know. Never had any when I was growing up. So nothing that's accumulated over all that many years. So. I hope you're well. I hope that you're doing well, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay safe.